The Bank War was the third issue of the Jackson administration and the central issue of Jackson's second term. Overall, President Andrew Jackson distrusted banks, especially the Second Bank of the United States. To him, gold and silver mattered, not paper currency. Nicholas Biddle, the executive director of the Second Bank of the United States, was just as stubborn as Jackson. In 1832, Biddle told Congress that the second bus had the power to destroy any state bank. Henry Clay and the Whigs decided to make the second bus's charter an issue in the 1832 campaign. Even though the bank's charter did not end until 1836, Henry Clay and Nicholas Biddle persuaded Congress to recharter the bank for another 20 years in 1832. You might recall from Henry Clay's American System, Part 1 is the Second Bank of the United States. Clay undoubtedly supports the Second Bank. Thus, this new charter appeared 4 years early. President Jackson saw the recharter bill as blackmail against his re-election, and he vetoed the proposal. He insisted that the federal government was wrong in creating a source of concentrated wealth and economic privileges that was unaccountable to the people. After all, Biddle is selected by stockholders, not voters. He's accountable to those who invest in the bank, not the people of the United States. Overall, the Whigs' plan backfired. The Whigs did not have the votes in Congress to override Jackson's veto. And then Jackson won re-election, trouncing the Whig candidate Henry Clay. Thus, the second bus awaited a slow death. But Jackson did not want to wait for 1836. He wanted to hurt Nicholas Biddle, Henry Clay, and the second bus immediately. Jackson ordered the withdrawal of government funds from the second bus to banks of his choosing to speed up the process. Critics called these banks of Jackson's choosing Jackson's, quote, pet banks, unquote. Jackson's Secretary of the Treasury, Louis McLane, refused to follow this order. Thus, Jackson, in order to hurt the Second Bank of the United States, decided to rearrange his cabinet to achieve that his orders would be carried out without question. McLane became Jackson's new Secretary of State. The previous Secretary of State, Edward Livingston, was sent to Paris. But to Jackson's chagrin and embarrassment, his new Secretary of the Treasury, William Duane, also refused to move the money. Thus, Jackson fired Duane outright and replaced him with Roger B. Taney. Taney moved the money as Jackson wished, thus drawing the ire of Congress, who refused to confirm the appointment. In defiance, Jackson nominated Taney to be Chief Justice of the Supreme Court after John Marshall died in 1836. Thank you for watching this video on Andrew Jackson's Bank War, and may the force be with you.